Hi guys, Allie Duzett here. This is my Easter tree. I hope that you're having a good day. My house has been getting re-roofed ever since the date of the eclipse, and that's one reason why I've been a little quiet here on YouTube. I really like to record when there's not people loudly dropping things on my roof. And so right in this moment, they're quiet. Maybe they'll favor us with some interesting sounds later on. But really quickly, I had some insights about the roof and the crown of our heads and our divine connection. And I wanted to share it because I feel like it is significant and it does matter, especially with this exact timing of this week after the eclipse and some other stuff that's going on in the heavens. So let's get right to it. So they're re-roofing my house right now. I've never lived in a house that was getting re-roofed before, but they peeled everything off of the roof very loudly, and I think they're still doing it. And then they're going to be layering on these new layers of shingles. And as I've been thinking about this house situation and how much it's shaken up for all of us, because ever since they started re-roofing, I started feeling terrible. And just yesterday, I thought, oh man, what are the odds that I'd feel so weird right as they're re-roofing the house? Well, I think the odds are really high, actually. As soon as I said that, I was like, I'm an idiot. Of course I feel terrible. They've just peeled off every bit of like weird dust and gunk, every bit of pollution that rained down in the rain and got stuck in the shingles and dried there. Like it's all in the air and it's all in my house right now, right? Like when we go outside, that's what's the air that's blowing into the house. It makes sense. So as I was thinking about this, I thought, oh man, isn't that interesting that, this eclipse at 19 degrees of Aries was offering all of us this opportunity to totally reset our sense of self. And it's like my house is getting this little house reset of its sense of self. It finally is getting a new roof, which it has needed for a long time. It had like this big hole in it through the winter. It was awful. Some guy came and one of the guys we had give us a quote, put a plastic tarp, he like nailed a tarp over the hole. It's been awful. Okay. But anyway, they're fixing it now. And I thought, what are the odds? How interesting that this is going to coincide with this eclipse. We get this reset of our sense of self. And then even my house gets like this little upgrade. And then I thought, okay, there's actually this bigger lesson here to learn because houses are good and land is great, but the really important thing here is humans. And I was thinking about my own sense of sense of self getting reset and my own divine connection. And I thought, I wonder if that divine connection between the roof of our own bodies is a little bit similar to how this roof reconstruction is going right now. And I kind of think it is. So let's back up and talk about a controversial word for some of my audience, which is the word chakra, which gets a really bad rap from people who have no idea what they're talking about, in my opinion, especially in like the Christian community when they don't know what they're talking about. Chakra is just a word. It's a Sanskrit word, and the word is wheel. And in the Holy Bible, if you open up to Ezekiel 1, he talks about a vision in which Ezekiel sees the wheels of a man, and they are in the colors of a rainbow. And he's describing exactly what people in India would call the chakra system, which are these wheels. Again, chakra is the word for wheels. It's these vortexes of energy that are like circular and spinning, and they're in the colors of the rainbow. So I feel like this is a biblical concept. And when people freak out about the word chakra, it's because they don't understand what they're talking about. Like they're having a knee-jerk reaction against what they're considering as like idolatry or something, but they don't understand that we're talking about an anatomical concept. It's partially spiritual anatomy and it's partially anatomy, because all of the chakras, the 7 cerebrospinal chakras that are discussed, in my opinion, in Ezekiel 1, and also in like traditional, like, the Indian concept of the chakra, what all of the chakras correspond to are nervous ganglia, the major nervous ganglia of the body. Okay, right? We have a bunch of nerves going on right here, bunch of nerves going on right through here, bunch of nerves going on right through here. The heart is covered in nerves, heart, lungs right there. The solar plexus, the womb, the belly button region, and then the crotch. Of course, these are massive central locations for nerves. And that's what we're really dealing with is the nervous system. When we talk about a chakra, we're not talking about idolatry or something weird. We're talking about the nervous system. And we're talking about how the nervous system is both a physical organ and a spiritual and energetic organ as well, okay? Because if we think about it, you know, God communicates with us through the medium of our physical bodies, right? And so when you're getting a download, you know, have you ever had that moment where you like suddenly feel like you've gotten this divine message? You feel that way with the feelings of your own body, right? I mean, like God communicates with us in such a way that our nervous system picks up on it and translates it into feelings that our physical bodies are comprehending. And that's how this cycle kind of works. That's how the circuit basically works. So when people are talking about like their crown chakra or something, what they're talking about is the nervous ganglia that are here at the crown of the head, which it is the section of our nerves that is going to be the one that connects directly to our source, our creator, God, right? And when your crown chakra is open and functional, then you're going to be getting regular intuition, revelation, divine connection, and a sense of divine connection. And when it is having problems, then you're not going to be having the same kind of sense of divine connection. Okay, so for a lot of people who say they feel like they struggle to have intuition or to feel revelation, a lot of times it's going to come down to the state of health of the nervous ganglia in the crown of their head and also throughout your whole body, because everything is connected, right? The more you can heal your nerves at all, the more all of your nervous system is going to be better. Even if you can just heal one little part of it, the whole system is going to benefit from that. But anyway, getting my house re-roofed has really had me thinking a lot about the crown chakra and about the importance of the care that we take of this region and how we connect with our creator. I really feel like the upheaval that we're going to be seeing in the years to come, the only thing that we can really do to prepare for it is make sure that we are adequately connected with our creator. Oh, and I have no cookies. Somebody wants to know about. So I want to talk about things that we can do to support our crown energy, but first I want to show us today's transits, which I looked up in preparation for this video, and this is a little section that really stood out to me, that Saturn-Mars conjunction right here in Pisces. And this energy is giving us a lot of power to take action when it comes to our connection with our creator. And this Saturn here also, Saturn can give you some energy of mastery, but it also just shines a light. It shines a light on where we are not experiencing mastery. So this is just a good little combo right now to help us notice where we could do better and then take action to actually make it better. This is also very interesting because of the connection. Do you see this red line down here to, this is what's called Black Moon Lilith, which is a mathematical calculation, and the part of fortune, which is another mathematical calculation. And to me, that's showing me the need for, good logical reasoning about our spiritual connection, and that we're going to find our real treasure as we kind of marry the spiritual connection and, our reasoning about it. We need to be thoughtful and be reasoning about how we are experiencing our divine connection. So what are we going to do on a physical level to help our crown chakras be more functional so that we can feel more connected with our creator? These are a few things that came to my mind. Now, first off, on a physical level, just anything that you can do to support your general health is going to help the health of all of you. Get enough sleep, drink enough water, take electrolytes every day. Those are really important. That's like salt. I use Redmond Relight right now, but sometimes I use Liquid IV, the watermelon flavor from Costco. I just really like that one. But your entire body runs on electricity. And so if you are not giving your body the ingredients that it needs to be as conductive as you need to be for optimal cellular health, you're going to be unhealthy. And the more you can promote healthy voltage within your own cells, the easier it's going to be for our creator to connect with you, because our nervous system runs on electricity. I really believe that is how all of divine revelation works and intuition works. It really comes down to an issue of voltage and our electrical activity within our own bodies. That's one reason why healing emotionally helps so much with your ability to hear our creator, because when you are healing emotionally, you're clearing out stagnant energy, but like literally like electronic blockages in your own muscles and bones and arteries and veins. It clears the way and allows for a greater flow. And when your entire body is flowing much more easily, then our creator can come and send more information that can be integrated into the flow, instead of clogged up and blocked off by all the places in our body that are still holding on to these old memories of abuse or embarrassing situations or our regrets, all of these things. The more that part of us is dwelling on all those different things, the less capable we are of experiencing that flow that's so necessary when we're trying to integrate divine information. So we're going to, drink our water, get enough sleep, take your vitamins, take a multivitamin every day, right? You're gonna eat nutritious food. Guess what? So my daughter came in here begging for cookies, and I said, I don't have any cookies, but I actually did just make brownies, which are, famously not a health food. The ones I made are certainly not a health food. And I do eat non-healthy foods, but I do believe in eating the nutritionally dense foods first. I'm not perfect at it, but that is something I do believe in, that we need to eat foods that are actively going to build our bodies and make us stronger, at least before we eat the trash food. I still eat trash food, but I eat the good stuff as well, and I eat it first so that, at least my body, I know it's getting the stuff that it needs to function. So we need to eat right. Okay. On an energy level, of course, I have a class on the crown chakra, and I'll link that below. And I do recommend that you don't start with the crown chakra. When you do that class, you start with the root and you build your way up, which I think is wise. And I don't really recommend going out of order with it, but you can follow your own intuition. So I'll link that below. But today I wanted to invite us to go ahead and do this. This is like called crown pulling. You're going to just take the tips of your fingers and pull on your scalp. Okay. Anything that you can do to kind of stimulate the scalp and, get the blood moving there and circulating there is going to be good for you. So give yourself a little scalp massage. There's people that do like tapping protocols where they'll like tap around the ear and pull, tap, 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 pull, tap, 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 pull. Anything that you can do like that, even just for a few minutes a day, it's going to kind of wake up this region and start getting the blood flowing to it again. And going back to this issue of flow, all of our bodies, all of health comes down to hydraulics. It comes down to the movement of fluid in the body. If your body fluids can move freely through your body, then you are healthy. If they cannot, then you are unhealthy. If you feel like you are not experiencing health, you need to do your job to encourage the proper flow of fluid throughout your body. And you can do that manually by doing things like dry brushing or like massage. And you can massage your own self, right? You can just do that. I have a fascia blaster that I like. I follow the instructions on how to use it. We've got to do what we need to do in order to promote healthy flow within our own bodies. And that's going to make a big difference. But yeah, I wanted to invite you today, do some crown pulls, do some stretches. Any kind of like neck stretches that you can do are going to be good to help, again, restore the flow. So much stuff gets stuck right in there. We have this like little plug point, right? Which kind of restricts the flow up and down. And when you have a big restriction of flow, a lot of times it manifests in things like thyroid issues, parathyroid issues. But really any kind of issue can can be linked to that, because this is the connector point between your brain and the whole rest of your body. If you have big constriction in your neck region, it's going to cause problems for your entire body, or at least it has the capacity to. So to me, I think it is really worth it to take the time to pay attention to your neck. You know, I do a bunch of neck stretches, maybe not every day, but almost every day. So one good neck stretch is to go like that, and you can kind of pull down there if you need to. If you do that and then stick out your tongue as well, you will be amazed at how much you can feel a stretch all the way down. Your tongue connects down here in the back of your, like, that's where your tongue roots in. Your tongue goes all the way down. Another one, if you turn 45 degree angle and stick out your chin and hold that. It looks weird, but it is a very effective stretch for down there. And then another one is to do this. And then if you stick out your tongue, you will see for yourself that it stretches this whole other region of your neck. So I'm going to encourage you to try that. And I have to go, but I just wanted to thank you guys for being here. I hope that this is helpful to you. Go and try those exercises, and let me know how you feel after doing some crown pulls and some neck stretches. Building those into your everyday life is going to help you open up on a physical level and a spiritual level to receiving more intuition and more divine connection. And we have extra support in the stars today to be doing this. Okay, have a great day.